I thought I could get a black man a fair trial in the South. That we are all equal under the eyes of the law. But that's not the truth, because the eyes of the law are your eyes and mine, and until we see each other as equals, justice will never be even-handed. It'll only be a reflection of our own prejudices. I'm going to tell you a story, and I want you to close your eyes. I want you to listen to yourselves, and I want you to listen to me. Go ahead, close them. There's this little girl walking home on a sunny afternoon. This truck races up. Two men jump out, grab her, drag her into a nearby field, tie her up, rip her clothes off, and rape her. And a vicious thrust in this fog of drunken breath and sweat. And then when they're through, after they've killed her tiny little womb, murdered any chance of her giving life beyond her own, they use her for target practice. They throw full beer cans, and they throw them with such force that it rips her flesh to the bone. Then they urinate on her. Now comes the hanging. They have a rope. They tie a noose in it. Can you imagine that noose coiling tight around her neck? In a blinding jerk, she's lifted up in the air, and her feet go kicking wildly, not able to find the earth. Well, that hanging branch, it's not strong enough. Snaps. She crashes back to earth. They pick her up, throw her in the back of the truck, drive to Foggy Creek Bridge, and pitch her over. She falls 30 feet to that creek bottom. Can you see her? This tiny little girl. Her beaten, broken, raped body. Soaking in their sweat, soaking in their urine, soaking in their semen, soaking in her own blood, left there to die. Can you see her? Now I'd like you to imagine. What if she was white?
I understand I'm here today before this medical board on possible charges that malpractice. Now, I'm here to tell you today, up front, that these rumors that I allegedly prescribed my brother medical marijuana just so that I could get high is completely unfounded, false lies. And if you listen for a couple minutes, you'll understand where the injustice lies. Now, in 1992, my brother was prescribed with ADD and bipolar disorder. And he was prescribed with a whole slew of drugs, including Prozac. So, as a result, which I'm sure you're aware of, Prozac and the ramifications of that have been Columbine, which we're all aware of. So, I'll leave that for you to argue amongst yourselves. Now, what the medical board doesn't know about my brother is that William, my half-brother, suffered a mental breakdown when he was a child from his dead father dying in a logging accident suddenly. Now, since then, he's been prescribed a whole slew of medications. And since then, he's suffered an acute schizophrenia, which he still uses today to chalk to a photo of his dead father on the fireplace mantel there. Now, I believe, in my medical opinion, that that is a direct result of the pharmaceutical drugs that he's been prescribed over the years. But, you know, the medical cartel's theory on that one. Well, this, schizophrenia developed since he was born, and now it's become noticeable. And we of medical science have yet to unveil these complex ways that the human mind works. Yeah, right. That's like saying, we know, but sorry, we don't know. We know. Big Pharma did this. And that's why, 10 years ago, I decided to become a doctor, so I could start on the path of healing my brother. Because if I can't heal my own brother, how the hell am I going to heal other people's families? And I'll be damned if Big Pharma is going to take away my brother and the people who really care about him, his family. Now, if the Big Pharma had its way, they'd have my brother crawling on his hands and knees like a guinea pig through Kaiser Permanente, begging for drugs. So you want to sit there and judge me? Guess what? I'm judging you, drug-pushing condoners. And I'll tell you what, the verdict doesn't look good. And that's all I got to say about this issue, gentlemen. Make your decision.